Hey, good brothers and good sisters, welcome back to the Den of Iniquity. That is Ken Shaving and BSing, your Big Shave Best Champion. Just grabbing a shave, nothing fancy. A lot of crazy shit in the world going on. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to bring a little tranquilo to the masses. So, soap I haven't used in a while. I think it's because well, not because I didn't use soap, but the scent of something that was related, Aqua de Joe, tipped me off, and I was like, oh, damn, I haven't used Cold River Soapworks Oliva, which is their, was their vegan line at the time, and this is the Colonia Mediterranea, which is an Aqua de Joe scent, not an Aqua de Parma scent, Aqua de Joe scent. And so I'm going to use that, and with, I'm going to go Crown King's Aqua DG for the aftershave, because, hey, it's the same scent, right? And let's see, got my water poured. Thayer's Aqua Velvet Sensitive 5-in-1 Balm. Going to use the Assassin Brush, Game Changer Knot, and the Assassin Razor. And I saw a post on, if you're a part of the Single Edge, I think it's the Single Edge Razor Family Surf Facebook group. Gentleman posted, what's a DE you won't ever get rid of? This is one of them, along with the PA Prismatic. And, well, and the MJ90 Razor Head. I would keep the Rod George handle all day, of course. But I just felt like using the Assassin since it came to mind. So what am I doing? Oh, blade today is a crystal blade. Due to a mismarking on, I know I bought 100, or it's 120 packs. Like, it was a lot of blades because they're 10 packs. They come like this in their, they have a little shell cardboard container. But it's like a 120 pack or something, I don't know. But anyway, this one, there was a mislabel. I thought maybe it was a different crystal that I hadn't tried, but it's the same blade. So you see the sticker here, it's from tryablade.com, but I just shoved them in my blade, the blade bank it comes with, just to put a few in. Single wrapped, no glue buds or anything like that. Let's load the razor here. Yeah, it's funny. You know, we all know what happened yesterday in Florida. And the same argument starts again. It's this endless cycle of, well, somebody says do this, and the other side says, well, let's do this. And when are we going to get this? When are we gonna get that? Same old kids. It is a vicious cycle of nothingness. It really, what are you going to do? If you pick a side, somebody's going to come back at you and say, well, no. You know, it's ridiculous. So I just put a little distilled water in the cup before I turn the camera on. And we're going to wet the face. This is day and a half growth. I really need a shave just to enhance my calms, you know. Gyms were working out. I mean, clothes fit still. This is a large shirt and it's still tight. But I noticed, like, in the mirror, my triceps are starting to show up better, which I'm happy about because that was part of it, to get some definition and hopefully convert the body so I can burn off the 20 pounds I've put back since I got to my lowest and then started eating normal, not like completely empty. I was a little dehydrated. I was almost 185. Now I'm walking around 220. I want to be under 200, so that's the goal. All right, let's get the razor warmed up here while I'm thinking about it. We do a little cube since I might need the slickness. It certainly can't hurt. Questions have come up. People really like the cube. Some question it. Some think it's useless. That's fine. Again, individual hobby. I think it does help. Also, I think there's a mentholated and a non-mentholated. Or a regular to mentholated, let's say. I tend to like it. I think it's made some of my shaves smoother. But, you know, whether you use a pre-shave soap, pre-shave oil, you use the extra stuff off the puck, just dipping the brush in water here. You know, it's all in a way a pre-shave, if even like you use the stuff, you know, off your puck, or if you bloom it and use the bloom water. I'm not one to care either way about tins or not. But I will say about this soap, after a while, it starts to pull away from the sides. And I guess that's, some of the liquid from the initial pour, I guess, when the water or whatever, so it tightens up. So it does come a little loose, and it come out. But I guess that happens in a plastic tub too, depending on the soap formula, right? Can certainly happen. I just want kind of just a nice light scent, classic. So I hadn't used this in a while. I was like, well, let's break it out. I don't think I got enough soap in the brook. Let's paint on and let's see if I got enough when I start adding water in. All right. I don't know how many of you are Barrister and Man Lather fans, but I saw an email. I don't know if it came in early this morning or late last night and I missed it. But they're discontinuing the lather line apparently. So buy now where available, because it won't be around anymore. It's a good soap. I have the lavender lather line soap. Kind of Paul H. creamy. Let's go add a little more water. Let's see. I like trying Chris's method, see if it helps my lather. I'm a little disappointed. Next Friday I was supposed to see Jim Norton, for those who knew the Opie and Anthony show or know who Jim Norton is as a comedian, or watch Louie, and he's on there, or he was on Lucky Louie as a friend back, if you remember that show on HBO. He's a really funny comic. He was doing his new tour. It's supposed to be February 23rd here at the Aztec Theater in San Antonio, and I just got an email earlier today. I was going to the post office mailing a couple things out to some good brothers in Texas here. Hooking one guy with a serious sampler pack of razor blades, like a whole bunch, almost everything I have, either a Chitta 5 or in the Crystal's case a 10. Oh wow, wow! I think distilled water is the way to go, and using Chris's add water method, because it's one of the best lathers I've had in a long time. Yeah. So anyway, and I know things can get moved. But all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm moving it to October 20th. Thanks, Chippa. Oh, dude. From February 23rd to October 20th, you might as well just move it all the way to February 2019. Damn, I was looking forward to next Friday. Been wanting to see this guy, because I didn't see him on his last tour, the Mouthful of Shame tour. I think this one is called Kneeling Room Only. So the special is still on Netflix for Mouthful of Shame. Highly recommend it. He's really funny. All right, I think this lather is well defined. All right, let's get This is usually my 2-day go-to razor. That and the Prismatic, unless I use something else and dial it up, like a Rockwell or, a slant rarely, but I love this razor. To me, it's just, from first shave, we were simpatico. And I just want to call out my good brother Ross McBee again. When the threaded post broke off the cap, he just let me have his, because he wasn't getting along with his. He tried. He said, "Ken, I know you love it. Have it." So we ended up, actually, I closed that gap when we just made a trade for the stuff, and I threw something else in So it made it a little more equitable. I know just a cap, the razor head or whatever. But still, you know, he gave it to me for free, including the shipping. So I knew I had to reciprocate. You know, just had to give it back to him because he did such a nice thing for me. Blades, just good blade app. Crystals. I know Busta used to talk about them. Michael, where are you, man? But they are actually a surprisingly good blade. You don't hear much about. They are an Israeli blade. It's nice now that I'm revisiting a few after falling in love with like a Gillette stainless and then picking up some Nassets and a few others, that I go back and revisit blades now. My technique has gotten a lot better from where I started. And I think this is with all of us, that when we try something initially and for something our technique is not good, and we think it's, you know, they just don't mesh with us, but then our technique gets better and we fall in love with or respect or even use, maybe even fall in love with a product that we thought we hated, like feather blades. I used a feather in this and I didn't kill myself. You know, actually it was very smooth feather in comparison to what some people run into. But it showed I could use, for this razor head, which is kind of a mid-level. You know, the more I use this brush, I like the loft on it too. But anyway, I'd say 2-3 days growth, this thing's a weed whacker without making it feel like it, because of the gapping and the exposure. But it's just a really smooth shaver for me. I could probably use it as a daily driver, maybe on a 2-pass. Enjoying the scent of this soap. It's just light. I don't know if the scent's still made. I got this in, I think, early 2016. I know the formulas have changed. He's got new, and I forget the gentleman's name. I'm sorry. I just don't use it often. I hear it plenty when, or see, you know, when Cold River gets used by a YouTuber. Or I had the lemony citrus one. I sent that to Chris Maiden, I believe. Yeah, I sent it to you, Chris. That was a tallow formula, and I kind of regret sending it, but you know, it was a good hookup for him. Get stuff that is not readily available in Australia. We'll say it's a good soap. Very good soap. But a lot of you know that. A lot of you know Cold River soap works. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, let's go back to the blades. Like crystals I hadn't used for a while. I liked them because I did get good shades with them. But then you know, the technique improves and you appreciate them even more. You get that pressure right. You get, you know, you hold your angle better. Just your overall technique just, you know, jumps in terms of ability. I'm watching the camera as I do this, so my faces are... My faces are famous in the shaving community. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, he took a jab at me and Kyle. Brown Man Shaves. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, man? I haven't messaged you. I need to check in with you. I know you're missed in the YouTubing community. But, you know, understandably, Chris mentioned you may be making some sort of comeback depending on what you're allowed to do. I know I see you once in a while on Facebook commenting on something, but you don't really have a real presence, which understandable. I may just do a two-passer here. My face feels fantastic. Let's see. I'm going to do a little inspection. Out of frame here. I believe the crystals are platinum coated, so they do have a... I'm going to lather up, let the soap do some work, and clean up my neck mostly. Went and got a haircut. We have a... I don't know if you have some of you, well, some of you know Zaxby's. Some of you may know Raising Cane's. Well, there's another franchise out there called Slim Chickens, and they opened one here near my house. Technically in Helotes, but Helotes, San Antonio, the way everything's merged together, they're right up against each other. Really good place. Staff's really friendly. That's where I stopped for lunch. So I had some chicken tenders, and they have some good fries actually. So that wasn't the healthiest lunch, but kind of I need a day off. Oh, whoa, late creepers. All right. My neck is always like Kevy Shaves is here. Mine's pretty decent here, but this spot is a little funny. Check out Mantic59, a Sharpologist. Like, look at if you like certain places you do that J hook where basically you make a J motion, so you bring it up and you kind of like that. It can help in a couple spots. It's not real hard to do. You don't have to be like overly careful. Right there I rubbed funny. I knew I felt that. We'll definitely need the alum block. Close some spots. There we go. Okay, let's get that rinsed off now. Alright, let's get some alum block going. Dump the brush in and get it starting to rinse. Some feedback today, but I did use a new blade that's pretty sharp and a fairly not the, well, let's call it not the mildest razor in the world, but I love it. So maybe it affirms it's still not a daily driver for me. It's still a 2-day shaver, but it's fantastic. There's no doubt that for me, it's one of my favorite razors. I thank Peter and whoever designed it for coming out with it. I was very happy to get it. And, of course, support his business. As much as I support, you know, other artisans. I don't name them because I know some of you don't like some of the ones I support. But that's okay. I'm not mad at you. You can be mad. I'm not gonna. We all know what the issues are. So, you know, you be you, I be me, and we'll break bread as long as you're gonna be a good brother or a good sister. Little Thayers. I think I'm going to spend extra time at the gym tomorrow and skip my usual Friday. I'm just killing time here, so you're going to see me brush my hair. Right. Let's use the Aqua DG here. I don't have any. Well, you know what? I could use. I got a bottle off our PIF table of Wheat State soaps. So, and I thought about using that, and I apologize that I didn't. But next shave, you know, I'll use the same soap because I don't think I have any other Aqua DG, and I'll use the Wheat State aftershave. It looks like it has some glycerin in it. I'll get the bottle here, as a matter of fact. Where'd I put you, Wheat State? Here we go. Sticker's coming off, but. It's a ADG, let's see, and you can tell it's definitely got glycerin and other stuff. So be worth. Smells good too. So, but today we used the. I had it out. Like I was going to use this soap anyway. I had it out. Then I thought about the Wheat State, and I forgot to swap them. So, but Wheat State makes it. Crown King PA, they make a version. Actually, although the balm is, I mean, it has a light scent, I guess, from the ingredients. I don't know if it has a fragrance. Let's see if they added something. Yeah, it has a fragrance. It's a nice fragrance. It actually kind of goes with the ADG style scent. So, okay. Yeah. Very good shave. Great products. Again, Cold River, Oliva. This is a tallow. I mean, it's a vegan formula, extra virgin olive oil. So it's a oleo de oliva. So it's, you know, vegan formula. Aqua DG aftershave, 5-in-1 after balm from Aqua Velva. Thayer's original unscented alcohol astringent witch hazel. Crystal Blade, Assassin Brush, Game Changer Knot, Assassin Razor, and replaced head courtesy of Ross McBee. Thank you again, good brothers and good sisters. Have a great rest of your day and going into the weekend. I probably, if I shave tomorrow, it'll be later in the day, so don't look for anything early. And I will see you again for the next shave. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Can be brutal. Watch out for school zones and school buses tomorrow morning. And cheers. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.